Toy Story has always been my favorite film series, and I can't wait to show you how much love I put into making this Lego version of Andy's room. I had so much fun doing it. From the iconic wallpaper to all the tiny details that bring this build to life, this is my tribute to one of the greatest animated stories ever. I packed this build with Easter eggs, classic moments, and a ton of nostalgia. So grab your favorite toy, hit that like button, and let's jump into the magical world of Pixar. So let's go take a closer look. Starting off on the left hand side, we have Andy and Andy's bed, of course. So Andy himself is actually based on the design that Lego used for the Harry Potter and Hermione Granger set, where the minifigures are upscaled, and I just love that design so much. A lot of you have pointed out that the scale does not work perfectly and that the toys look too small in Andy's hand, and I definitely do agree with you. But I personally feel it is more important to prioritize what looks best versus what is most accurate. And if you look at Lego, they never prioritize scale. No set is ever in the perfect scale. So I think we are okay, especially with this design already existing and looking so great. All of his limbs can be moved just like a regular Lego minifigure, and I'm just really happy with how he turned out. Andy's bed in this display as a whole is heavily inspired by the very talented Matt Lanoy, also known as Pepa Quin on Flickr. Growing up, I loved looking at his Toy Story Andy's Room mock, and I always wished that I could create something like that when I was older to display all of my Toy Story sets and minifigures, and it is so surreal to finally have been able to do so. So thank you to everybody for the support and letting me be able to get to this place. This is really a dream come true, and thank you Matt Lanoy for inspiring this. You are the best. As you can see, Andy's bed in particular is heavily inspired by Matt Lanoy's creation. I did change the bedsheet design a little bit to make Buzz look more like a Lego minifigure, and I did shorten the bed a bit. But overall, I cannot claim this design as my own, so make sure you go check out Matt Lanoy. Since I designed these bed sheets, there have been a lot of new snot techniques and snot bricks, and I would love to recreate these bed sheets right here to make it more smooth. And honestly, I would love to just recreate this bed so I could claim it as my own design. Because although I love taking inspiration from people, I feel like it is a little weird to have it being so similar to Matt's design. Right next to Andy's bed, we have a lot of custom Lego toy soldiers coming out of this bucket of soldiers that we created right here. There's a lot of various green parts in there. You can see they are all coming out and carrying this baby monitor, and they're going down for Andy's birthday party to see what he is getting for his birthday. They are scouting ahead on this brave mission. This guy is coming down on a parachute, and this is just a very dramatic but very cool scene, and I love all of these custom troopers that I got from Brick Mini. Over here next to the checkers board under the bed, you can see this guy actually got stepped on by Andy's mom, but don't worry, the medic trooper is coming in for the rescue. Over here, I have laid out all of the Green Army men that we got from Brick Mini. This is wave 1 and 2. The second wave is only available on their Kickstarter. I definitely recommend going to check them out. It was on sale when I bought it, so maybe it still is. Over here, you can see starting off, this is the official Lego Green Army Men, and everything else is in very similar scale and art style, but of course with a lot more detail, and I love all of them so much. Let me know which one is your favorite. I think my favorite is this guy right here because he'll be perfect for our baby monitor. I just wish we were able to get more of him without purchasing more entire sets. You can see over here there are also vehicles. You got this bike, motorcycle with a detachable sidecar, and this Jeep, as well as this guy parachuting, which I love. These accessories over here are meant to be put on top of Lego tanks, and these are some weapon accessories. All of these people can be removed from their vehicles. You can see this guy fits into the Lego pin. We can go add him right here into the Jeep. And also, the Jeep can be converted to have a roof very easily. And this sidecar can also be detached from the motorcycle. And this guy over here can become a flame trooper. I guess that's a Star Wars term, but he can have a flamethrower. In case you couldn't tell, I really like these custom toy soldiers, but anyway, let's get back to Andy's room. To the right of Andy's bed, we have his nightstand right here, and on top of it is Bo Peep and her lamp with Billy Goat and Gruff. I do know that this is not Andy's lamp in the movie, and this is not where Bo Peep and her lamp should be, because of course this is his little sister's lamp. But I just wanted a place to put it, if I'm being honest, and I thought we could just put it here and just use some disbelief and some imagination to pretend like it was here in the movies. We never actually got either of these figures in Lego, and you're gonna realize a lot of these figures in this video are custom. I did actually recently create a YouTube video where I showed you how I created all of these custom minifigures, so you can check that out if you are interested in making these. And I also have the free instructions for that on my Rubrickable page. I'll link that below. But I used the face and hair piece from the Toy Story 4 Bo Peep minifigure, and the rest is custom, as well as this Billy Goat Gruff. This sheep is slightly modified from the tutorial to make him a little bit smaller so that he can fit in with this lamp, but I'm really happy with how this turned out. Now, next to Bo Peep and the nightstand, we have, of course, the iconic toy chest. This is also heavily inspired by Matt de Lanoy, and coming out of the toy chest, we actually have the shark from Toy Story 1, who comes out, and while Woody is looking for his hat, he says, "Howdy, howdy, 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 howdy." A lot of you actually said that it bothers you that the hat is actually on this shark, but it is also on Woody's head. And I guess it does cause a paradox, but at the same time, I really like recreating this scene, so I guess I'm going to keep it for now. And over here, we have Robot and Snake. These are two best friends from Toy Story 1 and 2, and these are also custom characters that I made that you can build with my own instructions. And next to them are the iconic Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. When I was little, I was always so upset that Lego never made a Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head when they made their line of Toy Story sets. Growing up, I can now tell that it was likely due to rights issues, as Mr. Potato Head was an actual toy and still is, and it would require an extra license and probably just didn't justify the hassle that it would have been. But this was my attempt at the potato heads. This is actually my second attempt. I did have a brick built one first that was heavily inspired by Mini Superheroes Today, my friend Jonathan. I personally prefer the new version that I created here with the stickers, as it feels a lot more like something Lego would make. I know that the color of the potatoes is a lot lighter than it should be, but the pieces that I used to create their body are not yet available in a darker color, unfortunately. To my genuine surprise, when I posted these new potato heads online, I received hundreds of comments saying that you wanted me to bring back the old potato head. And of course, I value your guys' opinions more than anything. I would not be anywhere without your suggestions. And I am not ignoring you. I have been working very hard on a new version of the potato heads so that we can both be happy. I'm currently working on two new versions. One of them is a darker version of the sticker potato heads that we have. I did purchase some third-party parts so that we can have these pieces here in a darker brown/orange color. And I'm also working on designing a digital model that I'm going to 3D print and paint for these potato heads. Potentially all of the eyes, nose, ears, and mouths are going to be removable, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that to be sturdy enough to print without breaking. But let me know what you think of these ideas, and I need your help so that we can make the best Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head together. Behind the potato heads, we have this classic Pixar ball. I got this design from Minibrick Productions, who actually uploaded a Lego idea submission of Luxo Jr., and it included this ball design. Pushing the ball is, of course, Rocky Gibraltar, who is also a custom figure that you can build using my instructions. Next to Rocky is Lenny on top of these blocks, Roly Poly Clown, Zurg, and RC in the corner with Slinky Dog up front. I definitely want to think of ways we can upgrade the Slinky Dog design, so let me know what you think. Should we make a 3D model of Slinky Dog and 3D print him like our potato head that we're working on? Let me know. In front of Slinky Dog, we have this Tykes fire truck with the Tykes little people surrounding it, and we also have Hockey Puck. You might have noticed that scattered throughout this room are a lot of miniature Lego pieces, and at first you might have thought that this might be Nano blocks or some other Lego knockoff company, but these are actual official Lego pieces. These were called Modulex and were a branch of the Lego company. Let me explain with this video.
Under the Lego Group, a company called Modulex was formed in 1963. They started by producing these Modulex bricks here. While produced by LEGO, the Modulex bricks are much smaller and come in a different length to width ratio than LEGO, so because of this, they are not compatible with the mainstream LEGO bricks, unlike Duplo and Primo. The new aspect ratio of these bricks made Modulex ideal for architectural models, which is what these were made for. Engineers and actual architects use these to plan out their buildings. Production of the bricks unfortunately stopped in 2004, and the Modulex company left LEGO in 2009. While it is hard to find Modulex bricks on the aftermarket, you may often find bricks that seem to be damaged, as the original product came with a compatible glue and cutting tool, so architects make sure every piece fits in their model and it stayed together. I got really lucky and bought bricks that are completely undamaged, so make sure to check if the seller has pictures so you know the condition of the bricks if you want to buy some for yourself. But the moral of the story is, these bricks would have been in even more of a pain for anyone, including Andy, to step on.
So, moving on from the Modulex, let's look over here, and you can see we have Jessie riding a Hot Wheels down the Hot Wheels track, and next to her we have a custom Mr. Mike, as well as a bunch of custom Barrel of Monkeys, and I'm so happy with the design I was able to achieve for these guys. I do want to eventually print a sticker with their logo to put on the barrel itself right there. On top of this desk, we have these 3 green aliens, and they are in awe watching Jessie do her stunts on the Hot Wheels track. This just seemed like something they would do and go, ooh. This is, by the way, of course, Andy's desk. I did recently redesign this, if you saw any of my earlier Toy Story videos, because I thought the old desk was just a little bit too small, and I love this new version. On top of it, of course, we have the red lamp that Woody accidentally knocks Buzz out the window. And of course, you can see the window with a Lego house outside that is meant to represent Sid's house. We also have a pencil holder on the desk, Etch and Sketch, Mr. Spell, and of course, this working TV right here with Ham and Rex on the remote. Let's go see what they're watching.
Calling Buzz Lightyear. Come in, Buzz Lightyear. This is Star Command. Buzz Lightyear, do you read me?
Buzz Lightyear responding. Reach loud and clear.
Buzz Lightyear, planet Earth needs your help.
On the way.
Buzz Lightyear, the world's greatest superhero, now the world's greatest toy. Buzz has it all. Walking crisp communicator.
Calling Buzz Lightyear.
Combining shot action. Pulsating laser light.
Oh, Buzz Lightyear.
Multi-phase voice simulator. Is a secret mission in uncharted space. And best of all, high-pressure space wings. To infinity and beyond. Not a flying toy. Get your Buzz Lightyear action figure and save a galaxy near you. Buzz Lightyear.
Available at all Alice Toy Bound outlets in the Tri-County area.
I want me a campus. This sure is fast burning quick. Blast us to smithereens. And there's dynamite.
All the carnage.
I'll call for help. Hey, critters, go get your Woody. A scoop.
Good job, Bullseye. I reckon the new schoolhouse is finally done. What's that? Jessie and Prospector are trapped in the old abandoned mine, and Prospector just lit a stick of dynamite thinking it was a candle, and now they're about to be blown to smithereens? Run like the wind, Bullseye!
A lot of you have asked how I actually have made this TV work, so let me explain. I bought a miniature 3D printed retro TV player off Amazon, and it was created by NP Lab Inc. And I took it apart and I added the screen inside of the TV right here. You can see the back of it has pieces missing so that the cord can come out, and I also have a dial where I can adjust the volume. Unfortunately, recently the price for this TV has gone up a lot, and even more recently it is no longer available on Amazon. But as far as I can tell, there is still a video player where it looks like it is the same components, and it is still sold by NP Labs Inc. So if you're looking to do something like this, I would recommend trying out this video player or waiting to see if you can find the retro TV either as a restock or sold somewhere else. Behind the TV, we have this shelf here, and this of course is Wheezy's shelf, the one where he was left behind on. This is actually a pretty simple design. It is honestly just resting on these 2 thumbtacks that I have stuck into the wall, but I'm really happy with this. Moving on from Wheezy's shelf, we actually have this toy plane hanging from the ceiling. This is the same toy plane that Buzz was using with his eyes closed when he was falling with style, even though he thought he was flying. I have this hanging from the shelf above with a fishing line, and this is our entire Toy Story display of Andy's room. I hope you enjoyed this video. I definitely have had so much fun on this display, and it is one of my favorites, which is so fitting because Toy Story is, as you have probably noticed, one of my favorite film franchises of all times. I actually still have a lot of updates planned for this display that I will be posting on my TikTok and Instagram pages, so make sure you go follow me there so you can stay up to date with this display. I always have so much fun updating it, and of course I will be making more videos here on YouTube as well, just not as often as there. Also, I wanted to thank all of you for the support that you have shown this display. I can tell that this is one of your favorites, and I'm going to continue upgrading it so we can make it the best that we possibly can. Thank you for everything. You guys really are the best. Also, I want to mention that if you want to build this, I have instructions for it for free on my Rebrickable page. I will link it below, and I also have the files for this background as well. And remember, with the power of LEGO, we can build worlds and narratives limited only by our own imagination. I hope this helps. Have a great day.